What's going on, guys? Misfit Mining, Saturday Night Live, here with Mr. Hot Crypto, always on time. We got the Mining King, the best beard ever, and Mr. Max Voltage, the most handsome man on the planet in a flannel. Love it. What's going on, guys? I'm Chump Change XD. Good to see you. Patrick Guillen, what's up, man? In the chat, New England Crypto. We have Little Time Mining, TPS Miner, Magic Lucky, The Travelers Travels. What's up, man? Road Puts. All right, everybody else that I missed, sorry for missing you. Mr. Max Voltage, how was your day today, buddy?
Productive, I guess would be the best way to put it. Finally think I fixed my I don't know if any of you guys know, and well, I'll go into this later, but anyway, it was a productive day. Had computer problems, networking problems, and helping out with work as well remotely. So that was my afternoon, although worked second shift last night, so it was kind of a late morning getting up. I got up about 10.
Oh, really?
Sleeping in. Heck yeah.
Sleeping.
Well, yeah, when you don't go to bed until like 4.
I was gonna say, I saw you were mowing a pizza at like 2 a.m. I was like, damn.
Actually, that was from dinner. That was from much earlier. I was just showing you guys what everybody was showing what they were eating, so I felt like I had to join in.
You don't want to feel left out. I get it.
Yeah.
No worries. No worries. King, how was your day, buddy? I heard you purchased some new gear today.
No, this guy. Yeah. So the boss, he let me borrow the company credit card.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
I did not.
Got a Go XLR and a mic here, so doing some
Nice.
more studio improvements, and stuff like that. So I still want to get another standing desk on the other side of this to face the other wall to do like stuff like when I'm building stuff, and stuff like that.
That's
so
a good idea. Back to back.
So, yep.
Now, what are your monitors on your desk? Is that how you got to know?
Yeah, I have them on it's like a stand that clamps to my desk, and so it's like a triple monitor. So I got my main monitor, then the 2 other ones out to the side.
Right. Nice, man. Nice. What about you, Hawk? How was your day today, buddy? Busy at the restaurant?
Yeah, man. That's why I had to cancel the viewer call-in last night because I'm like, we're packed, and I'm like, oh, I gotta go live in an hour. I'm like, this ain't gonna happen. So and then I became exhausted. But I'm gonna switch the day to Thursday, not Friday, because in season I can't do it in the season, man. It's too much. It's too much. So I'm gonna do it on Thursdays. Viewer call-in will now be on Thursdays, and it's gonna be fun. So tell your baby mama.
It's not like the Mining KiiNG Business Solutions open every other Thursday, right?
No.
You know what's funny? I was thinking about doing something on Friday, and I was like, it's all right. You know what? Hawk's gonna do his thing, and then he didn't show up, and I was like, oh damn! Like, wonder what happened. And then I saw everybody giving you shit, and I was like, I'm not gonna do that. Now I feel bad because I know he's enjoying himself a little bit.
You okay? Like even Yeti, like I'm like, is he supposed to be asleep? Like Yeti's messaging me, hey, are you okay? You're not doing the viewer call. I'm like, go to bed. It's like 3 a.m. or whatever.
Oh
like,
man, dude, everyone likes it. It's crazy. I mean, we can also do a viewer call in tonight if you guys would like. Just let me know in the chat if anybody wants to call in. I'll DM you guys the link or whatever, and you can call in. I'm not gonna have randoms call in though. I think that'll be a little sloppy.
Yeah, like the Elon Musk guy.
Yeah, that guy got you, huh?
Dude, that
was the best troll ever.
That was
totally a troll.
100% a troll.
I was like, what the hell is this?
Crazy. But as you guys just saw on the screen, I did have this a whole bunch of stuff. There is Pinkchain. This is one of the topics tonight I want to talk about. It looks like they're closed and the old team is no more. But since it's decentralized, anyone can take it over. Isn't that amazing?
Don't say so.
Wow.
You guys excited about this?
I thought this was going to be the next Ethereum here.
This was in my rug pull video. I said, "Was it rug pull?" Yeah, it's me going like this with big googly eyes.
Oh,
I
saw it. Oh, sorry.
I mentioned it. I said, "Is this a rug pull?" We reviewed these things. I knew it. I called it. You heard it there first.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this thing, man. I saw Matt Electron's video, and then I think someone else put out a video on it, and yeah, I just wasn't interested, and I'm glad I wasn't, because now it's like, now what? Like, can someone just pick up where it left off?
They just totally rug pulled the whole. That's a nice way of saying we sold out. We're out. Peace out. We took advantage of you idiots.
Right.
You got suckered, sucker.
Oh yeah, that's right. Panda was mining it too, because he's actually the one that told us about it this morning. Yeah, he's actually the guy that told us about it. He was like, dude, you see what happened to Pinkchain? And unfortunately, it was after he already posted his video. talking about mining it.
Yeah.
So that's what happens, man.
There's just so many new projects coming out right now, especially in the bear market, and this is the time where you're going to see stuff like this coming out, where anything that's like Ethereum, I'm not getting near any of those coins at all, period. I'm not even going to mine
the
it.
altcoin.
Okay. I still believe
So-
that's a rug pull, just for the sole fact that the developer is taking 40%. I'm sorry.
Wait, what?
It goes to charity.
Oh, the developer, the dev fee is 40%.
It goes to charity allegedly.
Oh, allegedly?
Yeah.
You tell me
Oh,
all
you
40,
mean
all
allegedly
40%, all 40% goes to charity, right?
Okay. Well, I mean, hey, like you listen.
What do you guys think in the chat? Give it to us.
Non-profit organizations, and Max, correct me on this. Non-profit organizations, by law, at least here in the United States, are allowed to pay administration fees. The NFL is a non-profit organization. Did you know that? And you know what they pay their CEO? Don't get me started. That's a scam.
Okay, so
I ever sent one in my life.
other projects, right? That are
Max,
that
he's
are.
not.
I wish I had a defense thing. Is she
Where-
going like this
Oh,
over
okay.
Hawk?
Okay,
And then Max can go over King. It'd be like an offense sign.
So the
Great.
for-profit coins, though, like Neoxa, right? They have like, what was it, 5 or 10%? Those are for-profit coins. You're telling me the non-profit guy needs 40? Come on, man.
What I'm trying to say is that there's
It's not illegal.
It's not illegal, right?
Right. I mean,
I
the
did.
thing is, so this is why whenever, not to go off on a completely different tangent, but that's why whenever you're going to donate to something, look it up. Look to see how much is actually going towards what you want it to go towards. Half of them are like 50% goes towards administration and
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way a lot of them are.
Listen, I'm not saying that, I'm not justifying 40%. I'm just saying there is work that goes into what they're doing. There is work to manage the project. There's work to be done. So is 40% maybe too high or too low? There's different people are going to have different arguments. I can tell you this from the guy that's working and handling the project. He's going to look and go, yeah, I need something. Like, I got to make a little bit of money. It's taking my time away from my family and my friends. But then there's people like us that go, okay, man, but do you really need 40%? Like, you know what I mean? So, you know, it's a healthy. Listen, Roger Goodell in the NFL what's he make? He gets like a 4% or 5% like administration fee. He makes billions of dollars a year at a non-profit organization. Like, let's just slow down, okay? Leave these guys alone. They didn't rug pull yet. They didn't ping chain anybody. So
No. I'm just saying. I still feel like that it's gonna do that. So it's not here yet.
Wow, that's interesting. We've already made it a verb. You didn't pink chain anybody.
That's perfect. Perfect. Actually,
that didn't take that long to happen.
Pinkchain, right? Could you sell it? Like, it had some sort of value, I assume, right? Like, could you sell it anywhere? Does anybody know?
Well, you have to have a working blockchain usually to sell.
I didn't touch it.
So
to process the
technically,
transaction.
did they profit off of it?
Yeah, because they probably cashed out before they took down the blockchain.
That's what there was a major. So what happened? There was a major buyout. I caught pieces of this, and I'm sure people in the chat don't know exactly what happened. So does anybody know for sure? Chump, did you follow up with the whole thing? What happened with Pinkchain?
I've seen something
Couldn't
about
even tell
them selling out, that they sold out, but I don't
They sold out.
remember.
They sold to somebody else. They liquidated everything and took a hike. Like,
Yeah.
what's the
Yeah,
story?
I thought it was like
Streaming
2 to 3 million.
rug pull. Okay, well, what happened?
Honestly,
Well,
it doesn't even say anything on this website. It just says that. Like, it was just.
Well, what are they going to
whatever.
do?
But
Go on the website
they're
going,
not gonna say,
we took all
yeah,
your
we
money and
stole your
we're
money.
gone, but somebody else can pick it up.
Right. So until
You
like
want this? I don't want to know more.
until this real news, I mean, I don't know, but this is. I mean,
No.
that was the first thing we saw today. Was just this. You know, it was
Sold
really.
to BUSD. What's
Where-
BUSD?
where do you
I'm
see
drawing
that?
a blank. Right there in the chat. Little Time Mining says they sold to BUSD.
What the hell is
I'm-
BUSD?
I'm drawing a blank.
Is that like a Binance? I'm guessing that's what it's be.
That sounds Binance.
Sold to
Yeah.
BU. I did hear this somewhere else. I was looking at a lot of people. A few the Golden Hawks.
Yeah,
posted the,
Binance USD. That's what I figured.
Binance USD. Oh, okay. So they sold to Binance.
Interesting.
Maybe Binance is going to have something to do with it.
I
No,
don't.
that's just what they used to sell out.
Yeah,
that's what
so
they-
I
that's
don't.
what they
I don't
cashed
think
it
they
in
sold
for.
it to them.
There's still
Yeah.
650 people mining it. How much did they sell out for?
Well, like, wait, so if you're still mining it, what's happening? Like, how does that work? Is it still working for you? Like, how does?
I don't know.
Is it like mining after the merge? It's just doing nothing. Like, you're just burning electricity. That's insane.
Is it on any major exchanges? Let me see.
Interesting.
Well, wasn't Pinkchain on Trade Ogre?
I don't know. I didn't follow it that close. We could find out though, obviously. While we're talking about this, real quick.
I honestly think the better thing to think about is what can we learn from this? And the first thing that comes to mind is these guys were anonymous, right? Nobody knew who was doing this project, right?
Not me personally.
I don't think they had any. I think, was that the one? I did a bunch of these on the video I did. I think there was one where there was one like it was like Alex Audit, and there were like the names of the developers.
That's Labyrinth. That's the one I did.
Labyrinth. I'm sorry. Before everybody starts jumping down Matt Electron's throat, not us, but in people in general, understand that he told this to me. He said, "Hey, it might be, however, less likely versus the other new ones that have come out for it to be a rug pull." So he didn't completely back up the whole project before everybody starts pointing fingers at the poor guy. That's not what he did. I'm just in the air.
Right.
That's not what he did.
He didn't do that.
That's
likely to be.
That's kind of the thing, though, that happens to us tubers. If you do a video on a project and then it gets pulled out, then they're like, "Hey, F you told us about this. You're the guy."
Well, that's why we always say non-financial advice. Real quick, while we're talking about new coins, we have a question from Dark. He said, "Which coin are you guys mining nowadays?" So me personally, I'm just doing Ergo, ETC, Dogecoin, pretty much those. Like, I'm in Neoxa, but I'm gaming for Neoxa, not really mining it. So I don't know about you guys if you're diversifying at all. I mean, Flux is obviously one of the winners too, but I'm just not mining it right now.
Yeah.
So
I'm on Flux. I got the Bitcoin lottery machines running, and I got my little evergreen miner right here.
Oh yeah, the Chia.
I'm turned off right now. I'm not mining anything.
I'm such a lion sack of shit.
So,
There's only one mining Flux. Get off Flux.
Hey.
The mining thing actually is currently mining 10 gigahash on Caspa and 2.5 kilosouls on Flux.
Oh my god.
Now that's only
that sounds very similar to what I'm doing, because I've got 10 gigahash on I got 10 gigahash on Caspa right now. I don't have, let's see, I've got about 500 souls right now, so not even a kilosoul on Flux right now.
So I have what he said at his farm down in Florida, and then I'm mining Labyrinth, Caspa at my house as well. I got two more rigs at Caspa, plus 750 more souls. No, 850 more at my house. And then I also just got from Mr. Wooly the Intel Arc A750. Sucks that it's not in Hive yet, so I have to use a damn Windows miner, which I hate. But I got my son hooked up on my other spare computer, so before he got on that, I, hooked it all up and everything like that. I did have to do a BIOS update because the board I have is a B450, which doesn't come stock with resizable bar. I was fortunate enough, though, that the BIOS update did have resizable bar, so that way I could take advantage of all the performance stuff in the A750. So Monday's video will be a hash rate drop video for the A750.
All right.
So let me. Crypto Mining Insider just chatted, said, "Seems you guys are mining out of pocket. Those coins' profitability is lower than cost of electricity." I can say for myself, I am not mining at a loss. I have cheap electric.
Yeah, I'm mining at a loss for sure. Doesn't matter what I do. Unfortunately,
man, I am tired of hearing the profit train. Really.
Yeah, it's honestly it's kind of a.
There's nothing profitable. It's not gonna be profitable until the market comes back, right? So if you think you're gonna mine for profit right now, in a month or 2 months from now, I mean, you might as well just sell everything and just get out.
Well, I mean, tomorrow, like, so that's the thing, right? When you're mining or you're chasing profit, right? Like, everything's changing day to day now. So it's like it's profitable today, but like when you wake up tomorrow, it could just be not profitable. And now what? You just wasted that time switching around.
Here's the thing, though. It's not about mining profitability when it's marginal. Okay, it's marginal. You could be profitable, you could be not. You don't know what it's going to be tomorrow. Unless you're literally going to mine today and 2 hours later sell, you don't know. We're in a volatile market. But if you have 40 cents electric, yeah, probably you're not going to be seeing any type of profit from your mining for quite a while. But like I said, but I'm fortunate, although time's coming where I'm gonna have to shut off, because as we get into winter, electric prices are going to go up. They already have gone up. I'm not seeing the 1 cent, 2 cent electric at night anymore. I'm seeing like 4 to 5 cents. So I know for me.
I think the off buttons are broken on my mining rigs. They won't turn off. I'm just kidding. To me, it's not just like a 30-day thing where like I hold everything and then I sell it in a month or two. To me, this is like, you know, the 3 to 5 year plan. You know what I mean? This is how you kind of have to look at it. Like, I think the yields, as far as my main coin Flux that I mine, the yields are going to be so much less within 5 years from now. So I'm just hedging everything on it right now because I just want to get as much as I can and just hold on to it. Especially with parallel assets, you know what I mean? So that's me, and that's, you know, what I'm targeting. So everybody else, hey, I know some people can't front their bill. I mean, I'll be honest, like between my house and all my rigs at my house and all the rigs I have at Hawk's place, it's, you know, it's cost me about like $1,000 a month to run everything. So
I mean, honestly, I think,
well,
again, I know you're going to be surprised to hear this, but I think the best time to mine is when it is about 2 or 3 cents to, you know, like if you've got like 14 cents or, you know, 14 cents electric and you can be profitable like 10. Honestly, that's a really good point, I think, to be mining, because a lot of people are going to stay shut off because so many people have that cost of electric that aren't going to turn on. The thing is that great, it becomes profitable at 14 cents and then it's not. Because now people will start to turn on. So it's always this fighting battle. So if you're just slightly under profitability, there's still a lot more people out there that aren't able to mine. We are in a bear market. I think all of us here think that the markets will go up, and we're mining things that we think will go up. So so yeah, it's a little bit of a gamble, and but it also allows us to mine things exactly what Mining King said, at a higher yield.
Speaking of a gamble,
Scared money don't make money, man.
Right. Speaking of a gamble, I did that catch a block thing on
Nice hack.
Nice hash, yeah. I can't think straight, bro. Nice hash. And I did the Bitcoin one that was like $16, and did like a couple of them actually. And dude, I swear I puckered, man. I hit 93. You know how like it showed you? Has anybody here done it? Have you guys tried it yet?
No, but I heard hobbyists did a Bitcoin block.
So when you look at the your order, right? It tells you how close you got to hitting a block, like and it'll show you like your highest one, how close you got. I hit 93%.
It's like the guy with the fishing pole and the dollar on it. And he's like, almost. That's
how they get you right there. Like, oh man, you had 93%. You better just put another $16 in there, right?
Maybe it's bullshit. Okay, could be complete bullshit. Could be
100%.
How do you know if you closely hit a block? I don't know. Maybe they have a way to do that. I don't know if it's possible, but it made me feel good, and I want to do it again.
That's exactly. Hey, so it works,
matters, man.
It worked then.
That's it. That's what they want.
They got you hooked now.
Dude, you've been to casinos, man. What do? They pump in the cents and everything to try to keep you at the tables. That's what they're doing.
I know, but it works.
Okay, you know how hitting blocks works, right?
I know how many blocks works. My question to you, I have a question: can they accurately give you a prediction about how close you were to hitting?
No.
See, I knew it, man. It's bullshit.
Okay, hang on a second. So, I mean, the only thing I can think of is like the lottery. What do you get if you hit like 3 numbers? You get a little bit of a payout, but it isn't it is not the big payout. Oh, you were so close. Except in Bitcoin, it's either all or nothing. So it doesn't matter.
question. Sorry. Retro Mike Crypto says, and so does PsychNet Crypt Kahil. I don't know if I pronounced that wrong. I'm sorry. He says yes, and Retro Mike, aka Maserati Mike, says, Hawk, it's the difficulty of the highest share versus the difficulty versus the block hash difficulty. That's how they actually. So I guess that's how they calculate it. So they can tell you how close you got based on whatever at that moment you were hitting. So
well, right, but here's the thing with Bitcoin though is you could be 93. I know, but check it out. You could be 93 on one. The next time you play, let's say you got 7%.
Right.
And then check this out. The next one, you got it, right? It doesn't matter. It could be 93, 30, 5, 2. It's either you get it or you don't. It doesn't matter.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
There's always a chance.
Well, okay, yes.
You like that, didn't you?
I was waiting.
Dude, it was the best.
It's not like luck where you keep trying to keep what they were measuring was not luck.
They were just
keep trying. By probability, you should hit something by such and such a time.
It's for it's consumer psychology. It's like, hey, if I tell you, hey, give me $10, and you're gonna hit this block, and if I show you, hey, man, dude, you did great. You were 95% there. Maybe on the next run you'll hit it, and then it gets
right.
Consumer psychology.
So are you gonna keep doing it?
Yeah, absolutely, it works. Relax, I'm
Stupid. Oh my god. Not James said, don't they have some hardcore KYC if you did actually get it to get the payout?
They do. Nice Hash is very, very like wants to know your like how many times you got suspended in high school. So that kind of stuff. I don't care. Like just give them just.
Yep, that's a company that you want to trust with your personal information. Not saying anything about nice hacking or anything like that.
We're gonna move on. All right, look at this, guys. We got an article here from Cointelegraph that Mr. Geek of All Trades sent over to me. Let me zoom in a little bit on this.
What the hell are we supposed to do? Give everybody waivers?
Saying not financial advice won't keep you out of jail. Crypto lawyers. I'm assuming that's what they're saying. So crypto influencers may need to practice what they preach and do their own research when it comes to sharing their crypto tips. All right, so he wanted me to ask you guys what you think about this statement in general.
Well, first of all, that statement is way too broad to have a comment. Okay, that's way too broad, and that's a clickbaity title because technically there is case law in the United States Supreme Court that does protect people that say, hey, this is not financial advice. However, just saying it cannot be might not be legal, but that's why you have it in your descriptions because it's got to be clear. There's case law in it. This is more towards celebrities and everything. This is more geared towards celebrities and people who get paid to do projects and all that other stuff. But please, sorry.
Right, just as according to several digital assets lawyers, the popular disclaimer, this is not financial advice, may not actually protect them in the eyes of the law. United States-based securities lawyer Matthew Nielsen from Bracewell LLP told Cointelegraph that while it's best practice for influencers to disclose that this is not financial advice, simply saying the term will not protect them from the law, as a federal and state security laws heavily regulate who can offer investment advice. I mean, that's kind of... I feel like it said exactly what the title said, just longer.
if you just say not financial advice, but
well, then that's financial advice.
It's a financial advice. Yeah. So if you say not financial advice, I'm just a guy here sharing my journey. This is what I do. Don't do what I do. That should be enough, I would think.
It comes down to your intention, right?
Right.
You're just going to use it's intent. That's the whole thing with criminal law or law in general. There's a big word with crime and whether you violate or whatever violation, it's intent. So what am I intending to give financial advice? And then am I just trying to CYA myself by saying this is not financial advice? That's how a judge is going to look at it. Or was I being honest and, forthcoming saying, hey guys, listen, this is what I want to do. So would do what you want to do. It's cool. But if you guys want to know what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing. It's not like I said, hey, Pinkchain, check it out. Not financial advice. Then a court's going to look at that and go, hey, you're being an asshole. You're giving financial advice anyway. After saying that, you're in violation. So it's case by case.
Yeah.
That's too broad of a title on an article.
It is.
Just
It is.
like, it's clickbaity. It's totally clickbaity.
It's not the first time I heard it though. I did hear it last week. I don't remember where, but
it's everybody's upset now though.
Yeah.
Because Tom Brady, Giselle, you know, all these people.
Oh
did
yeah,
all
with
these
like Kim Kardashian, that thing. That's where I heard it.
All gonna come down. Even though FTX was not a U.S. problem, okay, it's all gonna be used in politics now. It's all about FTX. When FTX dies down in 2 weeks, though, you'll never see an article like that again. They'll get over it. Believe me. That kid. That unfortunately, that kid in U.S. They did put out a warrant for his arrest here in the United States.
Real quick,
Correct?
I just want to show you that this came out on November 2nd, before FTX. But continue. Yeah, I just noticed the date.
Never mind that.
That could be the whole Kim Kardashian thing, though.
I think that was the Kim Kardashian thing. I think that's what struck it.
So it's right around the same time. But now with FTX coming out, there's going to be even more of that. And that's going to get more attention just like it did now. So point making. So we'll see what happens. Listen, they get paid. But I don't understand, Max. I don't understand how these people, like these celebrities, are going to be held liable for anything. Because think about it. It's like you hire a celebrity to do a commercial, right? And they do a commercial for, I don't know, like Matthew McConaughey did Buick. Okay. I remember that. Remember that commercial? Everybody used to say,
yeah, I bought a Buick and hey, it almost got me killed and I'm suing him, damn it. Okay. No, that's right. That's how stupid everybody can be in our country. 100%.
Hey King, your mic's wicked hot right now. Just letting you know.
in a Buick next to Matthew McConaughey because, hey, he got a lot of money. It's stupid. It's like, hey, spoons made you fat. Wasn't the food that you ate. The spoon did it. Remember that.
Well, what actually makes me funny about
so
this,
I gotta see those guys.
Obviously, anybody who's got half a brain
Lincoln,
can look at the FTX commercial and realize it was comedy. They weren't saying go do this. It was all like, hey, we're doing this, we're doing this. It was a joke. And yes, was it celebrities in there using their personalities and who they were in it? Yeah. But did I really think that Tom Brady was investing all of his money in FTX and buying crypto? Of course not. Did I think he was buying much? Probably not. I didn't really think that, but it was funny as hell and it was a great commercial. Right. And I'm just like, people that they're gonna get they're gonna be sued. And I'm just like, seriously.
As much as I don't like Tom Brady because I'm a Jets fan, there's nothing that's going to happen to the greatest quarterback to ever play the game. So everybody needs to get over that. Nothing's going to happen to these celebrities. It's all a bunch of hobble-baloo and a bunch of bullshit. There's nothing that's going to happen to any of these people. That kid from FTX might not even see a day in jail. So, and I listen, there's a theory with the whole FTX thing about, money being siphoned, but I know Trump doesn't like politics, so we won't get into it, but that's got a lot more evidence, and that should get more attention than the stupid worrying about what Tom Brady said about FTX. But we can move on. Go ahead, John. What do you want to talk about?
No, we can talk about the that whole FTX.
You want to talk
money? The money thing, right?
No.
Come on, Max.
No.
Why? Well,
listen. Come on.
Did you guys see the Altcoin Daily's?
More will come out.
Video?
Let the investigations figure out what's going on. You have a very well-known bankruptcy attorney in charge of the bankruptcy. In fact, this past week, he came out and was like, this is the same guy that did Enron. And he's like, oh my God, this is so much worse than Enron. I've never seen anything this bad. It was just like, oh crap.
Listen.
Did you see this though?
What?
The Bahamas government says it ordered SBF to hack FTX.
Okay,
So what's the deal with this? This is from Altcoin Daily, by the way.
So this is really strange because I've heard that yes, the Bahamian government actually did take control of a bunch of assets that FTX had. That's new though, that they ordered Sam Bankman-Fried to do this. Well, I was told that they hacked it. I read an article that said that they hacked it. So I don't know.
Well, what I heard what I got out of this was more or less like he obviously had the keys to his, whatever. Like he had the code to get in, right? So my guess, this total speculation, but this is like the, hey, pay us and we're not going to put you in jail. That's what I'm taking out of this because that's what it seems like. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. Let us know in the chat. If you guys have any questions, also feel free to add us.
Well,
But-
if that's the case, then I think the Bahamian government basically has their hands caught in the cookie jar.
That's
Now they just admitted, yeah, we told them to do that because oh shit, they found out.
right.
Okay. So they got their hand caught in a cookie jar. Why is nobody talking about how money from that was in FTX that was supposed to go to Ukraine, and we can track where the money is? This is crypto. We can track where the money went. Okay, because they bought crypto with it, tons of it. Then that money got funneled to the DNC? That's the biggest question I got to know. I'm not worried about what the Bahamians are doing. I'm worried about where did the $40 billion of U.S. taxpayer money go? Okay, that allegedly was bought in crypto on FTX, and then all of a sudden never went for anything in Ukraine. Allegedly, nothing didn't go anywhere. Like,
Right.
this is a bigger story and situation. And
There's possibly a bigger story. It could be as simple as this though. Where was their wallet address in the first place? Remember, they were getting a bunch of donations too. So
Real quick.
money that was getting funneled
he was the
via
biggest donor.
crypto.
He was the second biggest donor, $10 million.
Right.
Regardless, they could all be separate transactions, completely separate transactions.
you're right, yeah.
Remember, Sam Bankman-Fried is trying to gain influence to benefit his company. Now, is that unto itself wrong? Yes. Was using his own not shareholders, but account holders' funds in order to do that? Okay.
Right.
Yes, that's wrong. Is that necessarily tied to the money going to Ukraine? That's what I'm not convinced about at this point. Like I said, is it bad that Sam Bankman-Fried was taking money from the account holders to give to politicians to gain influence? Absolutely, that was completely wrong.
Well, they lobbied.
I'm not convinced about the tie into Ukraine yet. I need more.
I agree.
Evidence.
Real quick in the chat, let me just read this quick. Nerd Beast said, he tagged me. He said the current narrative is to make him look like a kid that did not know what he was doing, and then he said he knew exactly what he was doing, and I think that's kind of true. That's kind of what they're doing.
You see the interview he did with, I think it was Pierce Morgan or somebody. He's sitting there, like he's shaking in the interview.
Yeah, he had no idea what he was even saying.
He had no idea.
Right.
He is a kid. He is a kid. This guy is going to be. Listen, my opinion. There's, like Max said, there's not enough evidence or information yet to say that this was something funneled through Ukraine. But the fact that it came out and there were people who are alleging this way before we even talked about it, and it's on headline news, that means there's some sort of substance behind it. So I want to know more information, because if the $40 billion we gave to Ukraine was funneled through FTX, I want to know. I want to know.
He's 39 years old, by the way.
Huh?
He's a 39-year-old man.
No, he's 29.
He's 29.
Oh, I think Taines. Oh, yeah, he is 29. He was in his 20s. I remember reading that. Yeah, I think Taines mistyped. I think he is 29, though.
All we know, we said this last Saturday night, right, Max? There's so many things that go on behind closed doors that none of us are gonna know. You could know he could have been in a bad situation with the wrong people and had to do what he needed to do to save his life. Nobody knows what I'm trying to say. He could have, had this could have been a cover for something completely different. Here we are arguing this when there's something more sinister going on in the background that's going to even blow up. Like, nobody knows what's going on. It's all speculation at this point. Even the person who broke out the story about Ukraine.
I think one thing we can agree on is the fact that because of who his parents are and the position of power that they hold, there's a very good chance that he'll get off almost scot-free. They'll give him some sort of slap on the wrist.
Well, that's like being, no, I'm not. Don't take offense to this, Hawk, but it's like being the cop's kid, right? You feel like you can get away with more, because I knew kids like that growing up. They were always assholes, always.
I dealt with them.
And that's just how it was. It's like, oh, my dad will get me out of this. You know what I mean? And that's just how it is. But I can guarantee you that's probably how he felt starting up this company, or in general when he's spending this money. It's all right. I'll get away with it. If not, he's always got something, kind of a safety net to catch his fall. Put it that way. But that's the way I look at it, anyways.
Here's this. Can we share this? This is a headline from Fortune magazine, November 15th. Musk has been leaning increasingly Republican, and now he's moved to his latest conspiracy theory about SBF laundering money for Democrats. Fortune magazine put this out. Like, when this guy is coming out saying, "Hey, there's something fishy going," this is an indirect way of this guy who can't say things directly anymore because of his status, saying, "Hey, there was something fishy going on. Y'all need to look into it."
But hang on a second. You got to remember that he started doing this after he took over for Twitter. So it's like, I'm gonna throw some chum in the water and just make noise, just so I get people on my platform and talking. So got to remember what his motivation is. If they're just talking about the SBF thing, I'm not saying he's not leaning Republican. What I'm saying is that to make that comment, this article making that comment, that all of a sudden, you know, he's making all these comments about SBF and the Democratic Party. He's doing that to benefit his platform. It's entertainment to him.
Maybe true. I'm just saying.
Patty Whack Miner says Elon is a fruitcake.
Yeah.
Honestly, he's funny as hell though. Like he's an interesting character. Let's put it that way.
He's gonna reinstate Trump on Twitter.
I think he did. I think he already did.
He just did.
Yeah, I think he just did.
Well, I mean, hey, he wants it to be not just speaking in general here. He wants it to be a free speech platform, right?
Oh,
well,
please. Again, he is running a business. He wants his most toxic person out there that is going to gain people
publicity
on the platform. It's just business to him. He wants him on there for business.
It's smart.
Regardless of his personal beliefs, he would still want him out there.
Right. It's a smart move for Mr. Musk.
Yeah, it is a smart move for him. Business wise, it's a smart move.
It's legit playing chess, not checkers. That's exactly what he's doing. He is beyond smart when it comes to like strategy. If you guys don't know anything about Elon Musk, he really is. He really is. That guy that was on the viewer call-in, Hawk, he knew what he was talking about.
Oh yeah, what was his name?
Mark Musk. Hawks in the chat. This guy. All right, if anybody filling everybody in, somebody viewer called in. I'm saying
last Saturday
in the
night.
Chat. Yeah. Somebody called in.
Oh, it was your Friday night.
Okay. Was co-hosting, then you jumped in, and then Max jumped in, and it was Saturday Night Live on Friday night.
Yeah, it was great. And then friggin' this guy calls in, Mark Musk, and Hawks in the chat typing, "Who the hell's Mark Musk to me?" Discord.
Because he looked legit. No, he looked legit. I messaged him up on Discord. I'm like, "Hey, you know what, Mark Musk?" And he's like,
"Oh, it was great."
He didn't answer me till after the guy came in, and I thought he was like some legit like YouTuber. I thought we had like a big dude coming in. I was like, "All right, cool." And then I'm like, listen, to each his own, man. Like, it's 2022. Live and let live. Just don't impose that shit on me. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Thank you.
Oh, it was a riot though. But we looked up the guy's channel after, and apparently he does like prank calls to people.
The Flux bench for Project Thunder is on the test net now. So if you got here, you want me to get a link to you?
All right. Let's see. What is it? Flux Bench is a tool software part of Flux nodes responsible to check if hosts have the required hardware and performance to meet the requirements for the Flux node tier. Collateral locked for that node. To learn what is a Flux node, check this site right here. But I'll leave this. I can put this Google Doc in the live chat actually for anybody. Do you want to talk about anything here specifically, or do you want me to just ramble on?
Scroll down to page. Well, scroll about 2/3 of the way down. There's the Thunder requirements. Actually, unless I'm reading something different, it actually requires 2 less cores than a Cumulus node, because you will meet either Cumulus node or Cumulus Fractus node, which is the Thunder node.
Right.
So I thought that was interesting. And then the other thing is it's just basically setting a variable inside the Flux benchmark file. Flux bench.config file, and setting it from to a 1 from a 0. And now you're a Cumulus Fractus node, and
you can't be both. It's either you're one or the other.
Exactly.
Can you guys elaborate a bit? Like, what the hell is the difference if I'm looking at this between
Cumulus
the bench and doing it like
the benchmark item between the 240 EPS, that is your storage for the Project Thunder. So you need to have at least
what's the advantage? I guess that's kind of what I don't understand.
You're going to get paid for providing storage to the network. They're going to provide a service. like Dropbox or something similar to that.
So the Cumulus node operators, they're going to get their, so the Cumulus Fractus operators, right, which would be the Project Thunder, they will get their regular Cumulus, you know, typical rewards, but they will get an additional reward on top of that. They still haven't, it doesn't say what it is in there yet, so we still don't know if it's going to be worth it in the end. You know what I mean? Because like, because I mean,
that's not a cheap hard drive.
Well, you don't. So, this, you know? Well, if you look at it, it does say RAID is allowed.
So what's that mean?
Okay, we're gonna take 3 drives essentially, and we're gonna make them into one. Okay, say I had 3 4 terabyte drives, right? So together, they would be 12, right? So that's called RAID. We're gonna put them in a RAID. Okay, and now we're gonna take it from this to that.
A RAID array. We're gonna put them into an array and.
That's the easiest. That's the easiest way.
That's new for me. I didn't know that was called raiding.
There's many different raid types. So you know, I'm not going to go over all the different raid types, but there's many different types of raid configurations. You can Google it. You can watch some Linus Tech Tip videos on it. So essentially, let's say you had 3 or 4, 4 terabyte drives. You put them in a raid, and then you can do it that way.
Mr. Geek of All Trades said at max, is that a higher bandwidth requirement than the Cumulus node?
Yes, it is. It is.
That was the biggest surprise to me.
Yeah, it's 75 more. It's actually the same as a Titan node, and I don't know if that's just because of how much data it has to move back and forth, right? You know, on your storage device. I'm assuming that's why that is more. So that's why I said it's really going to depend on, because you had to move the bandwidth up, right? And then you're also going to have to get hard drives, because not everybody's going to have extra drives sitting on hand, right? Some people are going to have to go out and buy them. Depending upon like what the incentive is going to depend on whether or not people are actually going to do this or not. Because if it's only a couple of flux, I don't think not a lot of people are going to do it, really.
Right. I'm sure that's what they're going back and forth on, is what's going to be the reward.
Interesting. I don't know what that. I had another question in the chat.
There aren't many people that have 100 megabits per second. I mean, we already have a lot of people don't even have the 25 megabits per second upload. Now you're going to a spot where pretty much no one who has Comcast has over 100 megabits per second. Okay, you got business. Wait, okay, hold on a second. First of all, the people that have their hands up, Mining KiiNG, you do not have Comcast.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Hot Crypto, you may have Comcast, but you have business.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna mute Max a second, because he's gonna say, you don't have a router. I don't want to hear it tonight, all right? I don't want to, right? God damn it. Not tonight.
What?
No, not you. I'm yelling at Max.
Hold on. I got to share my screen. I got to show you guys this.
Man. Patrick Murphy sent it to me too. Is that what you're bringing up?
I got it. Just put it on the screen. I got to see this.
All right, let's do it.
I can read some of the comments here. Like, you got it on
this
screen?
This is the guy that viewer called in, but pranked us.
Let me see. Hold on.
Because I wasn't sure if he was legit either. Let's see.
17.
Musk fan, I love him.
1727. All right, 3 seconds. Hold on. We have a new caller that's in. We're gonna bring him in. His name's Mark Musk. Does it ring any bell to anybody? No. Well, let's bring him in. I'm not sure. Bring him in and see what he's got to say. What's up, Mark? How are you, man?
Hey, what's happening, guys? Well, I'll be honest. That's my last name's not my real name. It's my moniker that I use, and I do use it though because of my love for the king of memes, the king of crypto, the lord of Twitter, Elon Musk.
Nice. Nice. Very.
He gets all mad.
That was great. That's great. Okay, but yeah, no. He bought Twitter. He's having a tough time right now, and so I think it's a good time to show support for him. He's getting a lot of slack and everything, and so I have a new song that's coming out, and it's called "I Love Him," and it's by my, I do it as Musk Fan 01, so it'll be coming to the internet, so everybody will be able to check that out on the internet. Listen, it's important that things like this to show support for people that we love. You guys laughed in the beginning when I said the stuff. That's okay. You guys seem a lot bit stronger.
Try not to laugh.
I almost felt bad.
With you, but it was.
I felt bad.
Laughing at.
Look at Chumpy, so straight faced.
Anyway,
Look at Chumpy.
wait. Love you, Amos. You love him. Okay, good.
I have a picture. I have a picture in my office.
Like, no, he's the king. He's the king.
What the fuck?
Please verify my love.
No.
Or Elon Rivas.
This kid.
How much acid do you have to take? That's what I want to know.
Belongs to Tesla car. Elon bought Twitter and now the libs cried. Cause that was the day when censorship died. Elon lost ads, then Elon lost money. But Elon doesn't care, no, he thinks that it's funny. Yeah, he thinks that it's funny. He thinks that it's funny. He's got so much money. And this man knows what funny is. When it comes to memes, he's the best in the biz. Please verify my love. Or Elon Rivas.
This is for real.
Verify my heart.
Spent way too much time on this.
This is
Tesla car.
oh my god.
By the way, Sunflower Mom, I think, lost her shit.
I think everybody did. I'm looking at the chat. Everyone's dying.
There's only a minute left in this video. I want to see if we come back up.
There's a minute left.
The
that's it.
tiny
Oh, I'm gonna watch a minute more of this.
Oh my god.
Got nothing else to do.
Never getting this minute back.
So when he says to buy Dogecoin, I ask him how much.
Yashnik says I'm going to bed now.
Ladies love him. He wants well hard.
My cheeks hurt. My cheeks hurt from smiling so hard.
I love you.
Oh my
I
God.
wish I was your son.
All right, I'm done.
Oh my god, you could have played it at 2x speed. Jeez.
Oh, man.
Oh, my bad.
I'm just kidding.
That was brutal.
I'm crying a little.
Yeah, right.
I was laughing so hard.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Yashnik, I'm going to bed now. That was the best. Thank you, Yashnik. Thanks for making me laugh. Just a little harder than I already was.
Hey, he's got some serious views on this video.
Dude,
This
that's
video
a
got
riot.
3,000 views 5 days ago. All these comments. Hold on. I gotta see if anybody made a comment about us.
Oh, that was the best.
Dude, he's got
Dude.
tons of comments.
That, like,
Patrick Murphy, you son of a bitch. He cracks up. He goes 17 minutes and 27 seconds. Fire, bro. Love the single. You fucking ass. He says it on the guy's chat.
oh, Patrick. Jesus.
Oh,
You're the best. Patrick, thank you for
my
making
God.
my night. That was great. That was freaking great.
oh my god. Okay.
Let's
This
see.
was
Oh my
awful.
god. I'm
He's
dying.
got 19,000 subscribers.
That's unreal. Why does it always do that when I open up something new? Look at this real quick. Gotta share this. Somebody
Yeah,
asked
that's.
me
Oh
to
yeah,
show
sorry.
this.
The American way.
Look at
We
this.
should absolutely sue him for using our images without our permission.
That's all right. We just showed it on our stream, so we can't really be mad at him, I guess. But look at
It's a
that, King.
joke. It's
Look
a joke.
at you.
I'm on Google. Let's do it.
Oh my god.
I'm on top of the world.
Your mic's also clipping. Holy hell.
Oh.
Oh my god. Blew my eardrums. Sorry, guys. He shut the gain
All
off.
the way up.
Oh, man. That's awesome. It's Reddit, just to let you know. It's Reddit. Maybe that was a Google. Was that a Google search? Yeah, it was a Google search. God damn it, you're right. I hate when
I'm
you're right.
okay with that.
I hate it when you're right.
She had to leave the room. She was laughing so hard.
That was the best. That was the best. All right, guys. What else you got? You got any other questions? We're going for a little over an hour at this point.
Guys, this is the state of crypto right now.
We just started. I don't know why this time is just
real.
flown tonight.
That was the
Slowly.
best. That was the best. That just that reset everything. I don't even care. I'm so ready to go Bo Jackson on you. I can't wait. I can't wait. We're playing some Neox at GTA. Oh, I'm playing that tonight. We're going live right after this in the gaming channel. I have it in the pin. Go sub.
Being King and locking down.
Is that Sunflower Mama still laughing?
Yes, she's still laughing.
Oh man, that's great. That's so great.
Our reactions were priceless. King was.
Well, that was the thing. It was like we're all kind of
I'm just like
little head tilt. Like, is this guy serious?
Well, because you look at him and you're like,
he made you feel
is
bad.
something wrong? Is something wrong here? Like this guy's either mentally unstable or it's a joke, and there's no in between. Like,
Right, exactly.
There's nothing in between. So like you didn't know if you should laugh because after we laughed and he got upset, I was like, was that genuine? I don't even know.
Right.
I don't even know if he was really upset.
Quick, Sweeney is in the chat. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He wants somebody to explain
Sweeney.
Thunder one more time. I know you guys just went through this.
Mr.
Give me a
Sweeney.
short spark note version of what
Project Thunder, in a very short way of thinking about it, everybody knows what Dropbox is. It's a It's going to be a Dropbox like service on decentralized Web3. That's what it is.
Perfect.
There you go.
Perfect. Alter Component said, I don't know, man. I saw some of those true crimes where the killer acted like that dude. It's so true. It's so true. He reminds me of the guy. He was dressed like the guy from the Ted movie that stole the teddy bear. He would dance in his own bedroom, like, or his living room. Oh my God. That was a riot. I can't even like see the chat. My eyes are all blurry. That was the best. Billy Cheese, what did he say? I've been away from crypto since the Ethereum merge. He said, what are your realistic predictions? How long before crypto turn back towards the positive? Realistically, no one can say, to be honest. I think we're looking at easily mid next year before like things really start to kick up. But I don't know.
Well,
I mean, we don't
again,
know.
Hold on a second. But
There
yeah,
might be a coin that comes out.
everybody's going to predict that, of course, after the next halving is when we're going to have the next bull run. That goes with the cycles. That goes without saying. But does that mean that, again, we're at really low levels? Could Bitcoin go up to 25 to 30,000 between now and then?
Right.
Possible. It's definitely possible. It's not going to, you're not going to have that huge thing, but I don't know. Hard to say. We could definitely see, a doubling, but probably no more than that.
Ethereum came out of nowhere at one point, and it doesn't have to be until the next, not financial advice, doesn't have to be until the next bull run. Like Max is saying, a project can come out of nowhere and just completely rug pull everybody and say that that changed up the grass. So listen, I'm just.
Someone asked a question
saying,
in the chat. That's why I brought this up. Sorry.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying, but it's all seriousness. Like there could be a project that comes out and just completely comes out of nowhere that someone's working on right now that has a lot of money, a lot of funding, and they have a lot of things they want to do, and they come in and mining's profitable again.
And again, it doesn't even have to be a project that comes out of nowhere. It's a project that
takes off, a current one that takes off.
Yeah, that basically has a roadmap that it's following, and all of a sudden something in the roadmap finally says, yep, look, we've arrived. We have X functionality that everybody's been waiting for. Those are going to be some things. I honestly think a lot of those things have already started hitting flux. The fact that you can do Word, what's like 70% of all websites?
WordPress?
WordPress, thank you. Have the ability to run a WordPress on Flux. Project Thunder. They now have persistent storage. I mean, all of these things were criticisms, especially the persistent storage, were criticisms of the platform. Now they have it. Again, they still have ways to go on the persistent storage, from what I understand, but they're making the right steps. It's like,
right.
And they're not the only project that's like that. There's other projects that are making progress and going forward. So those are the types of things that you never know. I mean, look at Caspa. Caspa's gone up quite a bit. What are they up? 30%,
right?
Something like that.
Yeah, they're going nuts.
I think the older projects like Litecoin, Ravencoin, like Ethereum Classic, I think those will be a little while to be more profitable. They'll probably hit the next bull run profitable.
But hey, if you look at Litecoin over the last 7 to 14 days, it's done well in comparison to the rest of the market.
I'm just saying the older, more stable cryptocurrencies, not stable, but cryptocurrencies that they'll have another peak in the bull run. Like you said, Max, like Flux, although Flux is a great project, I don't put it on the same level as Litecoin at the moment, because Litecoin's been around for a while. It's a little more proven, or Raven's been, and it's a completely different use case, right? Flux can still explode right now. I'm not going to give Flux until the next bull run to explode, because Flux can, honestly, all Flux is needed is one giant company to come in and say, hey, we're going to use your network.
That's what I was going to say. They just need that one either like famous person.
They don't need, nobody can't do that with them.
But,
I mean,
but hang on, they don't even need that. Well, they just need to continue on the path and have their revenue continue to grow. And they have been growing past what their forecasts are at this point. Again, you're talking about starting from almost nothing, but their revenue is continuing to grow.
I haven't heard a lot of noise about Ergo.
That's what Pineapple Pizza asked that. He said thoughts on Ergo. That's what a question I had up on the screen. So I don't know. What do you guys think?
I don't know. I mean, they I think with the whole thing, I think Ergo got a lot of negative attention with the whole Twitter thing. And then I think they got a lot of negative attention when they had to do, what did they have to do?
The mining issue.
The mining issue.
The difficulty issue they had.
Difficulty thing that they had to do. And that got a lot of negative attention, and already a negative market where people are already being negative. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that was a bad time. I felt like maybe Ergo should have put a little bit more effort into making sure that things run smooth. You know,
they banked on it working right off the get-go instead of like, they were reactive instead of proactive, right?
Right. It's always better to be proactive instead of reactive. So, I think especially in this kind of market, you're going to kill your project, man. And if you had an opportunity for any of the Ethereum companies that were moving off because they went to proof of stake, they went somewhere else. You know what I mean? Just because of seeing that alone. Because if I'm a company and I like the robust security of proof of work, and I was on Ethereum for so long, and now I'm concerned about the security, I want to go find another project. And if Ergo was on my list, Ergo got dropped down after that problem. And that just tells me that could be a huge security risk for me and my company, so that I'm going to go somewhere else. Business-wise, that's how a businessman or a corporation would think.
Well, one of the things I did find interesting about Ergo was, you got to remember, the merge was a once-in-a-lifetime event.
Right.
And with wild ramifications. And it basically showed what the weakness of the way that Ergo was set up. When they changed, everybody's like, you didn't solve the problem. Well, the problem didn't come back. So
a lot of people warned Ergo about what was going to happen.
Granted,
they were, and what's his name said it here. Ergo Danny's said the Ergo devs have been warned. They did nothing. They do nothing. So listen, these guys like Bits be tripping, the guys that we all been around, you guys have been around for a long time. If I'm a company and I'm like, hey, these guys have been through it, they've been around longer than my company's been around, let's take another look at this and just look at it.
But they don't. That's the thing. I mean, look at what Bits, right? No, but look at just Bits be tripping when he went through with all the detail he went through with EIP that he presented to Ethereum, and they completely ignored him. And they did even worse than what Ergo did. They didn't just ignore him; they just belittled him. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, no, he does know what he's talking about. And he even said, this isn't highly likely, but you need to look at this to make sure if you get to this, you have to realize that this could occur.
It's for their benefit. So we all needed to succeed. And that's the fun. Sorry, chum, real quick. Like they're talking about, like, Son of a Tech called out the Ergo devs. He said, hey, I saw him do it, like, on his video. Yeah. I don't have a dog in the fight, man. You fail, that's on you. It don't affect me none. But we all need crypto to succeed. I'm telling you, this is something you need to fix with something with the epochs. What's his name said here for about a year. And
the difficulty wouldn't change until the epoch came through. And then with the wild changes in difficulty, it got to the point where it was completely unprofitable. It slowed the whole chain down, so the block times were way long. So it was going to take forever to get to the next epoch, and basically just practically froze the chain.
Right. Real quick, TPS Miner said, on the other side of the argument, does any of this or any of that change the fundamentals of the Ergo project? Like, anything now that it's fixed, like, did it change realistically any of the fundamentals.
I don't think so.
I would
mean,
assume not. It just fixed the mining issue. So I mean that's a good point. You know, it's it didn't damage their project by doing that, but it damaged reliability, reputation of, you know, the project, basically how people feel.
And especially, I think Ergo had a real chance to walk into the bear market as a potential candidate. That's obvious now that Flux is taking the crown in that area, and Flux is up here because Flux actually is involved more. I feel Flux is more involved with the community, and they listen. And if there's an issue from people who have experience, they look into it. It costs them nothing to look into it. They go, okay, cool. Might be bullshit, but what if they're right? So let's look into it. They're not gambling. It just seemed more of a gamble for Ergo and their devs to go, what do you guys know? You're YouTubers. They know something. They've been around. I'm not saying it was me because I don't know jack shit. I'm just telling you, like, guys like Bitsby Trippin' and Son of a Tech, you know, Max, you guys been around, Chum, you guys been around for a while, you know, Red Panda, and, you know, everybody, especially like someone like Rabid Mining, if they're going to say something, hey, seems wrong, it's not just because we're doing content. It's because they care about the project. They care about proof of work mining, and they want to see it fixed. You know, these devs need to put their ego aside and understand that this is it. And you preach community project. Hey, community shit. And you don't listen to the community. Sorry, rant over.
There we go. Look, we got it.
We
got one.
And we got a super chat. 199 super chat. Thank you so much. PK said showing love, sup Hawk.
What's up, PK? Good dude, man. Good dude.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Got those new risers, man. Congratulations on that.
Nice.
Yeah, you got the new risers.
Nice. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Ergo's. So, all right. Well, back to the Flux thing, right? So we look at, everybody was all upset about Ethereum going to proof of stake, right? Does anybody notice that Flux is like mostly all about this whole node stuff, which is kind of staking at this point? Is it weird to anybody? Does anybody think about that ever? Like, yeah, we're miners and, you know, Flux is there for the mining community, but I feel like they're really focused on nodes and staking. I feel like everything's going in that direction. Does everybody feel the same way, or is it just me? I feel like everything is going that way.
Well, hang on a second. Rewind back when they made the announcement that they were going from Zelcore, not Zelcore, Zelhash or whatever, to Flux, changing the name. Okay, from Zel to Flux. Yes, the miners were unhappy because all of a sudden, instead of getting 100% of the rewards, they were only going to be getting 50% of the rewards. But that ship has sailed a long time ago. They didn't throw the miners to the side. They explained they basically serve completely two different purposes. That's the thing. So yes, it's about nodes and they need to have rewards for their nodes, but they serve a completely different purpose.
Right, like service nodes, like Retro Mike just said. Service nodes are different than POS. And correct. Yeah, I agree for sure. It's just interesting.
What about proof of useful work when it comes out?
That's the other thing we got coming down.
Well, that's going to be a whole. That could revolutionize everything. You're going to see a lot of copycats come through. If proof of useful work, and I say if, because it's still an if. Let's just all be honest. If proof of useful work comes out and it hits the ground running at 100 miles an hour and everybody jumps on it, just wait and see all these people that are going to jump on, like they're going to start making copies of, we're doing it too. Caspa's got something that's interesting. It's called optical proof of work or something like that. They're kind of like their own version, I think, of proof of useful work, I think, as well. I think Caspa has that called I think it's optical proof of work or proof of, or something like that. I have to look it up again.
Real quick, Sadie in the chat said, I went away from Flux when they started proof of useful work. He said, reminded me of EIP 1559. You see similarities, Max, or no?
Anything like that. I don't think it's gonna be.
Why would that?
It's going to be able to use your mining equipment. It's going to be able to use your GPUs, and apparently, it's going to be for another purpose, and it's going to be worth it. Like it's using all your current equipment. It's still mining. It's just a different. You're not doing traditional mining.
We got Max's brain going. I like it. You can see
him. So when we did the interview, when we did the interview with him, we talked about this. Like, hey, what is this going to do? All of a sudden, it's not just going to be like you're going to have 100 projects that all want to take advantage of the processing power. What's going to happen? He's like, well, the way he was talking about it was that when there's a project eligible, like you as a miner would be identified and then be given the ability to actually, instead of mining, you would be doing the proof of useful work instead. And then when you're done doing that project or task, you would then go back to normal mining. That's the way it'll start out. So it's an additional source of revenue for miners, is exactly what it is. You know, we're all basically mining away, helping to service the blockchain for Flux, but this proof of useful work will just be a layer on top of that. It's going to be an additional revenue source for mining.
They're already testing it, I believe, in a university. It was in Switzerland, I think. They were, or Norway, Switzerland or Norway, I think. They were already testing it at a university. It has something to do with AI data processing. So, and that's going to be a huge, and that industry is gonna pop. Flux is, if I'm a gambling man. Okay?
This sounds like financial advice. You better read that article again.
No. Gambling man. I think Flux is making the right move going that route. That's all I'm saying. I think they're making the right. It's obviously a gamble. It's all a gamble, man. I mean, come on. It could go nowhere. And then all that R&D and all that stuff that they put behind it was for nothing. But if I'm a gambling guy and I'm thinking, okay, this is where the industry is going to go, this is where the world's going to go, AI is only going to improve, it's going to revolutionize a few different industries, why not get a head start and be one of the guys at the top? That's just smart. That's just smart business. You know,
I mean,
Yeah, I agree.
I really like to say that every single company, or to say a company is going to succeed in every single thing that they try to do, and you're going to kill a company basically. Well, they said they were going to do this and they failed and they weren't able to succeed. Flux will probably have some failures along the way. That's natural when you're an innovator.
Right.
That's natural. So I'm certainly hoping that they succeed in everything. Love the project, but we also shouldn't be so hard on them to say, hey, I was kind of wondering about this. Hey, they couldn't make it work. See, I told you so. Well, okay, fine, but they're trying to innovate.
Tane said your rig will get pulled off the chain to do the work, and then it will be put back on the chain.
Exactly.
Interesting.
That's a much better way of putting it. Thanks,
yeah,
Tanes.
that was way simpler. Jeez, Tanes, I don't know what I'd do without you, man. Tanes, appreciate you, buddy.
Hey,
Thank you
man,
so much. And Alter
Hey,
Component,
honey,
have a
can
good
you
night.
pull the knife out of my back?
Oh man.
She said no. You used way too many words. That's what she said. So there you go.
It's verbal throw up is what we call it around here.
I don't think there's any other project right now.
So
And please quote me if I'm wrong, or correct me if I'm wrong, that is in a unique position that Flux is in right now.
no, I
mean,
totally agree with that. Absolutely.
There's really not. And again, this is not because, you know, we talk to these guys all the time. This is the truth. They're in such a unique position to lay roots into the ground for not only the next bull run, but just the next technological advancement into AI is going to be a huge. I talk to Yeti about this often. AI is going to be such a huge industry, and not full blown AI. You know, maybe like semi AI where it handles like algorithms for shipping and all this other stuff. Like, you know, it's going to be integrated into vehicles and oil production. It's going to be in the medical field. I mean, the applications are endless, and to get a head start on this, and there's going to be companies playing catch up.
Right.
There's going to be companies playing catch up. If Flux gets ahead on this, man, I'm telling you, man. You thought Ethereum was big?
Tane said, when you're off the chain, then you won't get any mining profits, but you will get paid for doing the work. And then Sunflower Mama goes and says, why use 5 words when you can use 20? LOL. She's trolling you so hard. That was great. That was the best. Sunflower Mama. You're now my new
wife
favorite.
Troll. There you go.
Now
Words
that is a wife
Words
troll.
hurt.
Oh, it's great. That's great. Real quick. So just because I'm not educated in Caspa, I want you guys, can you guys explain to me what Caspa is about a little bit? Go ahead.
Hold
Max,
on. Gotta. I said, you guys probably heard what I said. As I said, oh man, honey, words hurt. And she's like, well, then stop using so many.
I love her. She's awesome. That's the best.
She is.
All right. Who wants to tell me about Caspa? Because I'm not too educated in it, to be honest. I've never mined it. I don't have a bag of it. Never been involved with it. But obviously it's been top of the charts, and it's, well, for mining anyways. And it's just kind of, I don't know. To me, it seems like almost came out of nowhere, but I know it's been around, you know, a little bit. But I don't know. Who wants to talk? Who wants to give me a little lowdown on what CASP is? Anybody friggin' know? Or you guys just know it's profitable? Like, let's be real.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's like...
No, I was gonna say I'm mining it, but yeah, I don't know a lot about the project personally.
I don't know a lot about it, but there is something interesting about this optical proof of work that they want to do. It's supposed to be like super, like it literally says here in this article, ultra energy efficient, like photonic core co-processors, like interesting stuff that I think the project is working on that we should all really take a look at. Because Son of a Tech did mention this in one of his morning live streams, the crypto mining morning show. This was like maybe like 5-6 months ago. He was talking about optical proof of work and that we should pay attention to it. I just think that I don't think CASP, but I don't think the team is very involved in pushing a lot of this stuff out. It's pretty interesting. I think there's more work that needs to be studied on this, because optical proof of work sounds very, just by reading this little article right here, sounds very interesting. So it's something to definitely look at moving forward. Maybe a topic for a video. What's optical proof of work? You know, it's still proof of work mining, but it's supposed to be ultra energy efficient. So if you guys know in the chat what
please let us know.
is, let us know, because I think it's fascinating.
Layer 1 that utilize Ghost DAG, said Serpent. Interesting. Allows orphan blocks to coexist and order in consensus. I'm not sure I follow all that.
Allows orphan blocks to coexist in order and order in consensus.
Yeah, interesting. I don't know.
Serpent, are you able to jump? Does Serpent want to jump on? Does he know what OPOW?
He's more than welcome to join in. Yeah, if he wants to call in, he's more than welcome. But I don't know if he's
I would love to know more about it, because it does sound interesting.
Yeah, Serpent, if you want to talk about it, please let me know.
I don't think proof of work mining is going to go away. Excuse me, that's making sense. I don't think proof of work is going to go away. I think there's going to be new things that are going to come out and make it completely efficient. Like you're going to need it. It's very robust. I think the only network that's going to require a lot of energy moving forward, that's not going to change much, is the Bitcoin mining. I don't think that's going to change very much, but I think like even Flux, man, might get more efficient with proof of useful work. I mean, so here's a technical question to all the super nerds in here. The mining, right? What the GPU uses for mining versus what the GPU might use for AI. Are they using the same things in the GPU, or are they different? And is one more energy efficient than the other?
That's a loaded question. It
All right,
depends on the algorithm.
Depends on the algorithm, but let's just say generally, in a general way, would processing AI use more energy than, let's just say, processing transactions on a blockchain?
So when he said it would in the chat, he said 100% will use more.
Okay,
AI will. I mean, you got to think, AI is unreal. Like the things it can do, the power it has, like it must use a lot more. I mean, that's just thinking about it. I don't know much about AI, so I mean,
think of it this way though. You're the one setting the overclocks on your GPU. It's only going to use what you say it can use.
Right. In this case, it's going to use whatever it wants to use, right?
Well, no, it can't, because you've said it. If you're mining in like Hive, for instance.
Oh yeah, okay? I guess that's true too. Yeah.
Or even mining in Windows, doesn't matter. You've set the limits for the device based on the algorithm. So, I mean, I think a lot of it will kind of go out the window, but yeah, I mean, it will, in most cases, use everything on the GPU. I mean, when you're doing AI, it's a lot of times all about upscaling resolution.
Tane's made a really good point in the chat. He said that's not the point. It's about using GPUs already out there instead of having GPUs sit somewhere not being used. And that's a very good point.
I understand that 100%. My question is how energy consumption wise on a GPU. Let's just use a 3070 for example, right? Let's just say we should actually look into this. This would be interesting content. Yeah. We should take 3070, okay, and then put it to the hardest algorithm, right? See what it uses energy wise, and then see if we can get a rough calculation of what the same GPU would be if it was processing AI using the whole thing, and do a side-by-side comparison if possible. Maybe.
Well, I guess that could be done now. You've got folding at home. You could set one. You could set a rig on folding at home if you wanted to.
It's a good video idea. I'm just saying to put, people would love to know that, get a little bit of understanding moving towards proof of useful work. Hey, this is what it may be like. You know what I mean?
Well, if there's a way we could, all collaborate doing that, if you would like to, I mean, we always could. We could always do it on a Saturday night if you guys want to do some live testing or some random stuff. I don't know.
You know, we can. It will be interesting actually if we do all 4 of us, right? Each one of us has a different GPU. Okay, so
I call 3070.
Okay, so Max has got a 3070. I'll do a 3080. Chump can do a 3060, and
I don't have any 3060s. You got them all.
Can do a 6700 XT.
Actually, I have a 3060 Ti. I could use that.
I'm just saying, like, we can give a nice. I think that'd be interesting, and it's going to take probably about a week for us to research how to do it. But hey, we can do that and get it done, and
that'd be kind of cool. What do you guys think? I think we kind of neat.
Let's compare it. Let's get a head start moving forward on this and start understanding it. Like, I'm tired, and I'll be honest with everybody. I'm tired of just reading news headlines. We're moving towards proof of useful work is coming. We know it's coming. There's new coins coming out. The markets are going to change, God willing. Let's get a head start on the next run. Let's start getting a head start on this. Why not? We're sitting around. People are running out of ideas and all kinds of stuff.
Sounds like financial advice.
I'm serious.
Just kidding. No, it would be good. It'd be a good idea. We should do that for sure. All right, guys, I want to go play some GTA. I don't know about you.
Damn, did anybody get the idea? Like, Chump didn't even want to be here. He just wanted to go play GTA the whole time.
That's it, man. That's it. That's it. No. I actually enjoyed this stream, guys. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. Appreciate you guys for hanging out, obviously. Are there any last questions in the chat before we get out of here? Just that you guys might want to cover. And if you guys have anything else to talk about, please feel free.
Oh, no, we're good.
No, I will hopefully be able to get some content out tomorrow. I have a really interesting, in my mind, video that I came across this past week. So
nice. You want to tell us about it so I can snipe it?
What was that?
You want to tell us about it so I can snipe it?
No.
Just kidding. No, but yeah, I plan on doing much more content as the weeks go on the channel. It is hard though to, like, if you guys have any ideas or anything you guys want to see, let us know, because I'm gonna start doing some like evergreen content. I think just like redoing some random stuff, like how to HIVEOS stuff, like things like that just need to be done. Evergreen for the channel. I think it's a good idea for all of us to do. Actually, probably should, because there's going to be a lot more miners coming into the space when the crypto starts to pump again at some point. I mean, views
we can do.
Might suck,
I think it's cool to do the live, like you said, with all 4 of us doing the GPU. But I also think it's cool for each one of us to post it on our channel as well.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, you want to know what the 3080 did? Go to Hawk. You want to know what the 3060 Ti did? Go to Chump. And so on and so forth.
Yeah, because we can all record our own streams into this and then do it on Saturday night together. You know what I mean? And then strip it out however you want.
I think it's a good idea. I'm gonna get in the Discord and start asking some questions. So I want to see if there's anything that we can, any more information that we can get that we're allowed to get.
Gotcha.
And get in on that.
Gotcha. Craig Davis said setting up Flux nodes. Setting up nodes, Firo, Flux, and other altcoins. I know King has like a 20-part series on his channel for a Flux node. I don't know. It's been like a whole month straight. I don't know.
He's got
3.
I'm just trolling him, but he has the 3
video.
It was
forever.
The 3 original ones,
guys.
Okay, were just how to do
Mining King
unraid. Hey,
miners.
Mining.
It's like he thinks about what he's going to say.
Hey.
I love you, King. I'm sorry. Don't beat me up. It was just a joke. It's totally a joke. It was a joke. All right.
I'm so gonna fucking tase you in GTA 5. I'm just gonna fucking tase you. You fucker.
That's to sit there and count the words.
Damn it.
Hey, I think it sounds like you want to play PUBG instead, so you can pan somebody.
PUBG sounds fun too, but we gotta make some Neoxa over there.
Gotta earn my Neoxa.
I have played the game for so many hours and I still have not made one.
Well, it's because you haven't done anything. You're right along, man.
Wait,
hold on. What do you mean? Wear a blue flannel.
You should make it. No.
I have not made any.
You gotta
add your home.
I added the wallet. I verified that the wallet's there.
That's
Are you
crazy.
sure?
I see
Did
my
you-
wallet.
Positive.
Okay.
I'll
Really
share my
good.
screen with you after this and show you.
We'll have to
That's
check it.
insane.
We'll have
I'll
to
show
check it.
you.
We'll have to have a you have to
Serpent
talk
says
to Andy and Harvey.
Neoxia.
Yeah, it's Neoxia.
Yeah.
so-
Oh my god, yeah, he was saying it wrong for a while. People were like giving him death threats in his comments. It was horrible. I'm like, really? People are that mad about saying Neoxia wrong? What the hell? Oh, it's insane. All right, well, either way, I want to go play some GTA, so I'm gonna go live on the gaming channel. So, in the pinned comment, if you guys aren't subbed, please sub. Really appreciate it. Mining King and Hawk, I think you guys are gonna join. I don't know if Max is gonna join. Maybe.
Yeah,
hopefully.
I'll join you in a minute. I just gotta.
All right.
I'll join.
Well, we'll see you guys there. Hopefully you guys have a good night. Appreciate y'all for being here. Again, hit that like button if you haven't already. And we'll see you guys on next Saturday night. Peace out.